Welcome everybody, my name's Joseph Hamilton. I'm a black belt in Sil Lum Kenpo Ryu. It's our family martial art and I've been training for somewhere around 14 years now. I'm here to look at some Sifu footage and see what the new game's all about. I heard the fighting and it's great, so let's get into it. All right. Starting a lot of close quarters here, which, I mean, close quarters is always fun. Ooh, very nice. Taking out that base, slamming into the body and coming right over the top of the head. Beautiful, beautiful. And everyone's a bad guy, it turns out. Just jump that counter and beat him. I'm loving the use of the reverse grip for the bat. Makes it real easy for those jabs and then coming across, just like with an elbow, and extending that bat out. Ooh, very nice. I'm loving these takedowns. They're looking really good. That was a good block. I'm liking that. So far, it looks like the blocks are actually where the block should be in order to be able to take the hit. That was very nice. Come across one and then hit into the second one with the follow through. It's just beautiful. You don't see a lot of games that track the movement like that. Getting yourself in a corner, never a good idea with multiple opponents. There you go, hopping over, putting an obstacle in between you and everyone else. Excellent. That was good. He came across with a block on that. That's excellent. Nice elbow to the midsection. The multiple opponent in this is really, really nice. They're waiting their turn kind of, which I know sounds cliche, but really whenever you're fighting and you're with teammates, whenever one person tries to come in, if everyone tries to come in at the same time, you run into the probability of someone hitting an ally. So they never come in more than 2 or 3 at a time, which is appropriate, really. Really, you can't have more than 4 people simultaneously attacking you. It would be almost impossible to do without someone hitting someone else that's on their team. Excellent. The nice little flurry of blows there. He's doing a lot of that. And I love the change in levels. He's constantly going top and then midsection, coming down low sometimes, and then coming back up into the throat. Ah, she's got some kicks. Well done. This is almost like a capoeira style. A lot of long kicks, constantly circling around each other, using the hands for a base. Excellent. See there again, there's that flurry. A couple strikes up top, one down low, pull them back down, and then come back up into the top and finish it. Yep, improvised weapons. That's another thing I'm really liking is the use of the environment, improvised weapons, being able to pick up a bottle, throw it at someone, or to just break their movement for half a second so you can move on to the next opponent. It seems to work out really, really well. Nice. He parried out of the way and the opponent kicked the other opponent behind him. So he was able to use the opponent's energy against them. That's beautiful. Especially with those large thrust kicks, just getting out of the way of that's very nice. Yep. A lot of hits to the throat here. Honestly, in many martial arts, it's one of the #1 ways to be able to put someone out. If you can break down their guard and be able to do any kind of strikes to the midsection, oftentimes that opens up the throat really quick and you can come right back up into that. And I mean, it doesn't take a lot of pressure in order to really make that hurt and put the opponent out. So you see him use that a lot. What I'm not seeing actually a lot of, and this might just be the person playing, is I'm not seeing a lot of strikes to the base, which is a good way to take care of most opponents, is taking out their base, hitting into the knees, hitting into the legs, sweeps, that kind of stuff. Maybe it'll come up here in a second, but I'd love to see more of that. The opponents are using it. You also see a lot of that for these kind of you know, he has penetrating strikes where he's coming in, he's doing some hits, but then he has these broader strikes where they're double strikes or bridge strikes, or sometimes they're an elbow coming across, and that really moves the opponent. It's great for battlefield control, especially with multiple opponent combat. And he seems to be, there you go, right to the throat again. All right, round 2. Ooh, hallway. This is like the quintessential martial arts kung fu movie scene. Right with a flying knee, beautiful. Moving from one opponent to the next. Yeah, you always got to watch your back. Excellent, and you saw that kick to the knee. That's what I was talking about before, getting that base and breaking them down. Strike over the head, nice block there. Again, this reverse grip making it really easy to extend that range very quickly without really having to telegraph what you're about to do. It can be a jab, it can be an extension, very quick. Nice, that rear, a lot of the times that 45-degree angle to our rear ends up becoming very important in multiple opponent combat. Just being able to strike back there real quick and then being able to come back up and go into the opponent in front of you. Excellent. And that flying knee. He seems to be using a lot more kind of the hard style of Kung Fu, what we would typically think of as Northern style Kung Fu. But I'm seeing some elements there of Muay Thai at times, and even some elements of like Wing Chun with the chain strikes, that kind of stuff. But mostly it's hard Kung Fu. Those elbows are beautiful. Nice. And the bottle, you always got to have a bottle, a good bottle. Now that's one thing I don't like. I mean, honestly, with weapons, you typically want to dodge them, not really take them on the arm like that. It can easily break a forearm. But, I mean, it's still a video game. Nice. So that's one thing I've been looking for. It was a little bit of a control on the arm, being able to take her and throw her into the opponents behind him, creating distance, and also being able to maneuver the opponents around him in a preferable way. There's that sweep, attacking that base. Always got to watch out behind you. There you go, one into the other. Especially if they're going to line up like that, use it. Nice.
Warehouse. I'm getting closer.
Closer to what? Who knows? I'm guessing that's power-ups, going to make you more powerful. It's typically the way things in these kind of games work. Improvised weapons again. Using a little bit of Jackie Chan there, picking that that object up from the ground with his foot and bringing it up and being able to throw it. Nice. There you go, that palm across the face, and you see how much they fly after that. Don't know what he's doing here. Looking. Big guys. There's all kinds of guys. You never know. And with this, you got to watch out for him throwing his weight around. Yeah. Those grabs like that. That's where those big thrust kicks come, you know, really putting them across, and you see how even then sometimes it doesn't quite move the guy like you want it to. That's that's fairly accurate. You got to be really intentional with those whenever you're up against that kind of opponent. Nice, excellent. Drop down. Good thing it wasn't more floors. And right to the throat. I mean, it's if the target's open, it's a quick takedown. There's an entrance. All right. Yeah, you can. Ooh, that was a good roll, actually. Nice way of recovering whenever you hit the ground like that. He's getting a little in the weeds here. Oh, excellent sweep. Got two opponents with the one sweep. And again, same two guys, they don't learn their lesson very well, do they? So again, ooh, that was a nice strike. But again, you saw earlier how he was able to move one opponent into the others. Doing those kind of arm locks and controls on opponents can really make it to where you have control of the battlefield in this case. There you go. It's never the hit you see coming. It's always the one you don't see coming that gets you. Yeah, you always got to pay attention to your six. Oh, looks like he's going to add something to his arsenal, though. Older and wiser. Okay. Oh, well, I guess there are only two guys left. Okay. Another hallway, but no guys there this time. And you just see how easily that comes up. That's still my favorite part, is that reverse grip on the pipe and the boards and the bats. That's an excellent way of using that weapon. It also makes it really easy to block. I mean, I really like that part. Well, that was a look at Sifu, a new game coming out here soon, and honestly, from a martial arts perspective, very well done. Their use of multiple opponent combat, looking at how you can maneuver opponents, attack at different ranges, at different levels, just really brings home exactly what you'd want in order to make yourself into the Kung Fu star you always wanted to be. A little bit of problem there with how they handle weapons occasionally, especially with blocks, because I mean, you can get hurt trying to do some of the things he does. But I mean, no game is going to be ever 100% like reality. So as far as being able to get close to what you always desired, this is definitely a great game for you. For Hardwired, I'm Joseph Hamilton.